I'm just going to show you a couple of techniques to help you progress into your riding, involving your pedals and your seat height and your legs, funnily enough. The first thing we're going to talk about is the very first time you get your e-bike, and if you're a little bit nervous about it, one thing we suggest is to start with your saddle down low, probably lower than it should be. If you can be straddling the bike and being able to get your feet onto the concrete or onto the ground is quite confidence inspiring, because you feel a little bit more connected and a bit more in control. That is a good situation to be in when you're first just getting used to your bike. Now I want to get riding. So a couple of things, just be prepared to get riding. So what that means is you're in a power mode that you're comfortable with. You move your pedal to a position where you can power away. Riding's so much easier if you're moving. Slow riding is actually the hardest you can do, so you want to get a little bit of power to get yourself going and nice and stable. And to do that, you also need to be in the right gear, so an easy enough gear that you can just pedal away straight away. So I'm in a fairly low gear. I'm in gear 3. I'm in tour because I don't want to have too much of a hit of power. Off I go. So once you're comfortable with your bike and how it works, we strongly encourage you to raise your seat up, and just do that gradually if you want to sort of ease yourself into it. Your ideal seat height is usually a lot higher than you expect it to be. You use your hip bone as a rule of thumb. Why you do this, you're going to not tire as easily. With your saddle down low, you tire a lot more easily. You're maximising your own power as well as the bike's power. You really are getting the best out of having an e-bike. That leads to the question of how do you get on and off your bike, because you're not sitting there on your bike with your feet on the ground anymore. So easy technique, and one which is it's useful in a lot of situations, is to use your pedal as a stepping stone. So whichever is your lead foot, just use it as a step and just lift your weight onto the saddle when you're starting, and similarly when you finish, just lift your weight onto the pedal and then step into the ground while you're braking. A nice easy way of getting on and off your saddle and still being able to utilise the seat position. Now once you're dialed into your bike, you're probably going to start exploring quite a bit, and if you're it actually doesn't matter where you're riding, you're going to encounter things like potholes, gutters. It's to your advantage if you can step onto your pedals and just take that weight off your seat, so the bike can move underneath you, and it's a much more stable ride. You're not getting thrown around and the bike's just doing its thing underneath you. It'll save you back and it'll make it a much more stable ride for you. So these are just 3 handy techniques to help you ease into your riding and get a little bit more confident with your riding. But then once you're in and riding, it will make it a lot easier for you to go out and enjoy wherever it is you're riding. It doesn't matter whether it's smooth or rough.